Alrighty, first exercise coming up is our curls. Remembering we've got 1 minute on, and I'll give you that 15-second rest. So while you're resting, I'll position you into the next exercise. So it's a seamless transition because it'll be straight on for 1 minute. Alrighty, I'll just press start here. There. Laying down on your back, your hands behind your head. Bring the elbows slightly forward. We'll take the legs to tabletop, knees together, ankles together, lifting the head and shoulders and releasing back down. So we breathe out on the way up, and that's an inhale as we lower back down. So here I'm just focusing on the lift to lower, pull in through those lower abdominals and then release it back down. Nice one. We're halfway. If you'd like to advance, hold it there, reach the arms past the hips. Can you lift it a little higher? Keep that lift, hands come back, and then lower the head and shoulders. Again, lift. Maybe the arms can reach. Maybe you can lift a little higher. Hold. Keep the hands behind the head and lower yourself back down. Really nice. So again, just focusing on really scooping that belly in as if someone's punching you through the belly. Nice. We've got another 3 seconds. Last one. And release. So you're going to rest here. We're going to be staying in the same position for the next exercise, but the legs will come up here and separated. So we're going in 3. Legs come up to tabletop, 2 and 1. This time we curl up but twist to the opposite hip and then release the head back down. And the same breath. We exhale to lift, inhale to come back down. So I want to keep a little space between my chin and my chest. But we're sliding that rib across to the opposite hip. So getting right into those obliques, which are the muscles through the side of our waist, that really gets that nice cinching in feel. And to advance, you can reach the opposite leg away. Really good. We've got about 15 seconds left, so hopefully choosing that advancement if you can. I've got 2 rounds as well of these whole exercises, so you can always take it higher in the next round if you're just kind of warming into it. And resting back down. Alright, I'll get into position. It's going to be our plank. So we're starting with those hands underneath the shoulders. And everyone popping those knees underneath your hips. We tuck the toes under and we're good to go. So lifting the knees up, pressing into your full plank. So we want to have the tailbone here tucking under. So my rib to hip connection. I've got my palms pressing through the floor and my eye gaze is just slightly forward. Just continuing your breath here. My belly button is scooping in towards my spine and the heels reach away from your head. So really elongating through that whole spine. So you can stay here. If it's feeling a little too intense, you may like to lower the knees down towards the floor and find your half plank. So we can just hold it here. Nice one, we've got 15 seconds left here, guys. So choosing your advancement, or regression, I should say. Holding. And rest into child's pose. So you can stay here. Our next exercise will be our side plank. So coming up onto that elbow, the elbow is right underneath the shoulder. You can keep the bottom leg down and that top leg is long. And this will be our half plank with our level 1. To advance this one, if you can, take the knee up off the floor and hold into our full plank. So I'm really thinking about lifting up and out of that shoulder. So my forearms pressing through the floor. And I should be just looking straight ahead here, but the main focus here is on my oblique. So lifting up away from the floor. We can take the elbow wide here and add in some lovely rotations. So try and tap the elbow to floor, lift the elbow back up. So getting some rotation through the upper body into our thoracic spine. Each time I lift the elbow, I make sure the waist is nice and lifted. So we're going to go for that full minute here on this one side. So as I said, we've got 2 rounds. And we can do the other side later. Good, just 8 seconds to go. It's getting hot in here, I should have opened the door. And lower down. Next one is our mountain climber. So this one's aimed to increase your heart rate. And we'll start off slowly and then we'll build it to nice and quickly at the end, so we get that extra cardio blast at the end. So that same plank position, let's press up into that plank here. Hold it there, separate the ankles this time, and we'll bring the knee in across the opposite elbow and place the foot back down. So as I pull the knee in, we're really crunching in through our waist, and that same feeling of our belly button scooping up towards our spine. I'm really pressing the floor away, so I'm getting that nice engagement around the shoulder blades as well. So often we might fatigue and kind of sink down into the shoulders. Let's think about lifting away. Okay, we're going to start to speed it up here now and get that extra cardio blast. So picking up the pace, continue to bring those knees right in underneath you. Here we go. And resting. Okay, our final exercise is our 4-point knee hoppers. So getting right into those deep abdominals, that transverse abdominus. So coming into a 4-point kneel, we tuck the toes under, lift the belly away from the floor, then we lift the knees. And then we'll lower the knees down nice and slowly. Breathe out, pull the belly in as we lift. And inhale to lower. So it's that wrapping in of our side waist, trying to cinch it in nice and small, and lower down. Eye gaze is slightly forward, so my neck is nice and long. If you'd like to take it up a notch, maybe you can hold it up there. We'll add shoulder taps in, trying to minimize any rocking through the hips. So I'll go for 2 taps each hand, so shoulder, before I lower it down. It's getting quite warm. Here we go. Belly button in. Lift and hold. Countdown on. And rest. Great job. We've got 15 seconds and then we're going to repeat everything again, one last time. Okay, we've got one more round of exactly the same exercises and making sure we take those advancements if that is available to you. Alrighty, so laying back down onto your back, hands behind your head, legs to tabletop. Exhale, curl up. Inhale to lower. So we're going to reach those arms down by your hips. Can we lift a little higher again? Hands come back, release it back down. So with that extra little pause at the top, connecting into the transverse abdominis, the muscle that wraps right around like a corset, so in this direction. Breathing out to lift the pelvic floor. Good, chin to chest, we slide the ribs down. Good job, guys. This time we're going to add pulses in for the last 10 seconds. This is our last full one. And then we're going to lift and hold. Hold here, reach the arms, little chest pulses. And there we go, the burns in. Alrighty. Coming into our oblique curl, so the one where we twist across the opposite knee. So you can stay in that same position here. Getting ready, separate the knees and ankles this time. Lifting the head and shoulders, away we go. Good. So we added in that leg extension as we curl up, reach the opposite leg away. Bring it back in, release the head down. Curl up, point and reach. You want to think about those legs having lots of energy in them. So we're keeping them really long and pointed. Great. I'm going to add an arm extension in as well, because why not? And I'm just getting that extra little twist as well. You can always come back to that first variation where we're just twisting across and releasing. I'm going to add those pulses in, hold the next one up. Can we reach the hand across? Chest pulses for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. Exhale, lift to reach the hand. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew, my goodness. Release the legs back down. Okay, we've got our half plank or our full plank variation. I encourage you to start in full and then come to the knees if you need. So tucking the toes under, make sure the hands underneath the wrists. Lift the belly button to spine, press that into your full plank. So just here. And we're holding that beautiful shape. So we're squeezing the glutes. Press the heels away from the head again. Eye gaze looking forward. That's that nice rib to hip connection. So really closing in through the middle. And remember, we have to continue to breathe, so don't hold your breath. Again, if you need to lower the knees, absolutely fine. It's our last round, so we'll go into our commandos. If you're with me, we go elbow, elbow, palm, palm. So I just make sure I come down onto the elbow, the opposite elbow each time, just to make it nice and even. Trying to minimize any rocking through the hips. Obviously it's going to rock a little. It's okay. Keep going. Countdown is on. We've got a child's pose coming up. Lower the knees down and rest. So we've got the other side plank up next. So I'm going to just switch around to this side where the left elbow's on the floor. Everyone into position. Take the bottom leg down towards the floor. The top leg is long. And we're going to be here. But can you lift the bottom leg here? Nice. So we've got that waist lifted up nice and high. And building that endurance through my oblique. So the whole time thinking of lifting the rib to the sky. And we'll add that thoracic rotation in. Try to twist down, tap the elbow to the mat. Twist back up and lifting the waist even more. Good. Press the floor away through your elbow. The hips can roll back a little bit as well. They'll naturally do that. Last 5. Last one. And you can rest. Whew. Coming into our mountain climber, we've got 2 exercises left. So we'll position ourselves into our full plank position. Tucking the toes under, and here we go. So just nice and slowly, we'll take the opposite knee to opposite elbow. And I'm pressing the floor away. Trying to keep the neck nice and long as well. Lots of things to think about. It's that narrowing of the waist as I twist under and through. And we'll start to pick up the pace and we'll move those knees a little quicker. Let's get that heart rate right up. You can hear me. My heart rate's definitely increased. Almost there. Try to get that knee all the way to the elbow and rest. Okay. Our 4-point kneel hovers. So really honing in on those deep abdominals to finish it all off. Tuck the toes under, scoop the belly in, lift the knees, hold it there, and then slowly lower back down. Little tap before we release. Lift back up. Good. So I'm going to add in those shoulder taps once again. You can continue to just stay with the knees if you like. We lift, tap, tap, and then lower. Tap, tap, and lower. I think I did 2 on each side on the first round. I'm going to try and continue that one. There you go. Let's keep going. Again, try not to rock those hips. So it's really isolated into those abdominals. Last one. And rest. Well done, guys. I literally got sweat rolling down me. That's gross. Thank you for joining me. Hope you enjoyed.